Welcome back to Journey Alberta. I'm Sean, and today I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite provincial parks in Alberta. Like I just said, in today's video I'm going to be talking about my 5 favorite provincial parks in the Alberta Parks system in this province. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that I frequent many of these parks, and there's some that I like to return to because they're so awesome in my books. One of the reasons I wanted to do a video like this is because recently I was made an Alberta Parks Ambassador, so I kind of wanted to highlight what my personal favorite provincial parks in the province are. I'll start with Big Hill Springs Provincial Park. This is a park that I've been going to for, many years now, and one of my favorite things about it is that you get all of the waterfalls and stuff like that are there. It's a very unique looking park. You get these cool rock formations and stuff like that. It looks beautiful in the summer and the winter. In the winter when you go, there's lots of cool ice formations along the creek. I like to follow the creek all the way up to the park boundary. It's really fun. And then there's also a little bit of a hiking trail that kind of goes up above this hill, onto this hill. And from there you get to kind of see maybe wildflowers depending on the time of year, stuff like that. All in all, it's a really great park. For the next provincial park, I decided to pick one out of the many that are in the Kananaskis region. I decided to go with the Peter Lougheed Provincial Park. Now, I went with it because 1, there's tons of hiking opportunities in that area. 2, there's tons of camping opportunities in that area with many campgrounds such as the Lower Lake, Bolton Creek, etc. There's also a whole lot of backpacking options in that area too, to places like the Point Backcountry Campground, Astor Lake, 3 Isle Lake, a bunch of stuff like that. So there's a lot of cool opportunities in that area. Plus, you've got the Upper Kananaskis Lake, the Lower Kananaskis Lake. They're incredibly beautiful. So that's why the Peter Lougheed Provincial Park is on my list. Next up is Dry Island Buffalo Jump. This is a park I've only been to once because it's a bit of a drive from Calgary where I live. But the first time and the only time I've been there, it was incredible. My friend Jesse and I went up there a couple of years ago actually. I'm hoping to get back there soon though. It's just a crazy cool place steeped in history. You've got the badlands there, but you've also got kind of the pine trees, so it's almost a bit of a mix of kind of terrain there. There was picnic tables, fire pits, and I'm always a sucker for a fire pit if you know me. I love having fires and cooking food. There's some cool little trails there that Jesse and I went on when we were there, and just the landscape there was so unique I had to put this one on my list. Next, Fish Creek Provincial Park. I've been going to Fish Creek since, before I even lived in Calgary. It's a really big park. And what's cool about that is that you get, on one side, you kind of get more of the prairie kind of vibes, I guess. But then as you move closer to the west, you get more of the pine trees and like the foothills kind of vibe. And there's picnic tables, fire pits, like I just mentioned before. I love fire pits. And what's also cool about Fish Creek is there's a lot of geocaching opportunities there. And I didn't really mention that with any of the other parks because I haven't really done geocaching there, but I like to do geocaching as well. And Fish Creek has been a good place to do that. I've done it in the winter, I've done it in the summer, and each time I've gone, it's been tons of fun, usually going with my friend Jesse. Last but certainly not least on my list, Dinosaur Provincial Park. Now I actually have memories of going to Dinosaur Provincial Park when I was just a little kid with my family, and I remember just being in awe by the unique landscape of the badlands there. And since then, I've gone back quite a few times in recent years since I've been doing Journey Alberta. I really like as you get into the park, you get this scenic overlook as I talked about in the Dinosaur Provincial Park video from a few weeks ago. The scenic overlook when you get into the park and just the badlands just kind of hit you. It's just breathtaking when you get to the top of that hill and you start driving down to the park. There's a few hikes as well in the park, which I love hikes, so that's kind of a no-brainer for me. There's also a campground there. I haven't camped there yet. I'm aiming to get there at some point. When that will be, I'm not sure, but I want to camp there. It's a unique place, and for me, I have family that lives in Medicine Hat, and I live in Calgary. So sometimes when I'm driving, if I'm driving back and forth, I will make a pit stop there at Dinosaur Provincial Park. Slight detour. It's not far at all on the way there, near Brooks, Alberta. Also, Dinosaur Provincial Park is just a really cool place to kind of learn about the badlands and their ecosystem and stuff like that as well, and the fossils that are found there. I haven't even mentioned the fossils yet. The fossils are crazy. They have a scenic drive kind of loop you can drive along, and they have fossil displays in the ground. Those are really cool to see because it's different than seeing fossils in a museum. You actually get to go out there and see the fossils in the ground, what it would potentially have looked like when they were excavated. So, well, those are my 5 favorite provincial parks. I hope it's inspired you to maybe get out there soon and maybe explore one of them or all of them. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video as well. Make sure to leave a like and comment down below what your favorite provincial parks are. Subscribe for new videos coming every Friday. I'll see you next week.